Right. Filming. Be quiet. Oliver. Shush. We're filming.
Are we straight fixing it?
Alright. Why did you guys choose to do maths this year?
For what I want to do, like in the future and stuff. Like, I thought it'd be a good idea for me to carry it on.
Okay. Harrison, why you choose to do maths this year?
Just helps with what I'm looking forward to as well, looking for mechanics. So
Okay. What are you thinking of doing in the future, Ross?
Becoming a helicopter pilot, so I thought it'd be a good idea to just keep maths up. Would be a good thing for like calculating stuff.
Okay.
And all that.
Cool. Thank you. Why do you think maths is important?
just need it for every day, like everything you do in your normal day anyway. It's like calculating food costs, bills, all that.
Okay. Do you agree, Ross?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Alright, Ross, what have you learnt this year in maths?
I've learned a lot more in algebra than what I had from last year. Like with the foil stuff, I wasn't too sure on that, but I've sort of got that quite worked out now.
Okay, nice. Harrison,
I
what have
like-
you learnt in maths this year?
A lot as well. I like doing the simultaneous equations, so that was well, sort of easy, but helped me as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What's your biggest achievement this year in maths?
Probably passing the car exams.
Okay,
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
right. Managed to do it on your first try?
Yep.
Okay, that's really good. No, that is a good achievement. So what was the car exam like?
I found it quite easy. There's a couple of questions that challenged me, but reasonably it was all around it was quite easy.
It was just stressful at the start because it was the first test I done. So, but after, like when you actually got into it, it was easy.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. So, are you going to carry on with maths next year?
Yeah, I'm probably going to carry on right through year 13.
Yeah, same probably.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. That was us paying for it. Thank you, gentlemen. So, why did you choose maths this year?
Thought it might be a useful subject in life.
Yeah, thought it would be useful in my everyday life.
Thought it'd be useful and to help me with the cars.
Okay. Why do you think maths is important?
Because you use it in a lot of situations in life.
Can you give me an example?
If you're measuring wood, something like that.
Okay. So, why do you think maths is important, Oliver?
Because you use it in a lot of things in life, and yeah,
Can you give me an example?
like building, you need it in building to measure your wood, and yeah.
Okay. All right, Judd.
It's a good skill to have. You need it to be able to measure stuff and work out calculations.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Right. What have you learnt this year?
I've learned a lot about algebra and all the math we learnt for the cars.
Okay. What have you learnt this year?
I learned a lot about algebra and some of the maths in the cars, and yeah.
Okay.
I learned about some Pythagoras theorem, some algebra, set us up for the cars, and yeah.
Cool. So, what's your biggest achievement this year in maths?
Probably passing the car test.
Okay.
Yeah, same. Passing the car test.
Yeah, the car test.
Okay. So, what did you think of the car test?
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty easy.
Yeah, I found the car test pretty easy. Challenged me a couple of questions, but yeah, overall pretty good.
Nice. Okay. And do you think you'll carry on with maths next year?
Yeah, probably will. Might need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I will as well.
Yeah, I'll carry on with maths.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. That was very exciting, but that's all good. Right. Thanks, ladies, for helping me out with this. So, do you want me to read out the questions, or do you want to just go for it one at a time?
You can read
Okay. Why did you choose to do maths this year?
to help me pass my cars because I thought it might be useful.
Okay.
Yeah, to help me pass my cars and just learn more stuff.
Alright, can you give me an example of it being useful?
When I was doing my cars
Okay.
and my algebra test.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so why do you think maths is important?
Like with like budgeting and dealing with money and stuff like that.
And also when you're like cooking or baking and you need to double the recipe or half it.
Okay, so nice practical situations. Thank you. What have you learnt this year?
How to use Desmos and do algebra.
Like the simultaneous equations and all the stuff that we've learned in algebra this year. That's new to me.
Okay, what's your biggest achievement this year in maths?
Probably passing my cars and not failing my algebra test.
Yeah, passing my car and managing to pass my algebra tests.
Okay, thank you. And how did you find the car test?
I found it wasn't that bad. Like when you got in there, it was just an initial shock, but then as you went through the test, it was over.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, and it was just like we thought it would be scary because it's our first proper test that we actually did, and sitting in like a silent room and stuff. But once you got into it, it was fine.
Okay. And will you carry on with maths next year?
Yeah, hopefully I plan to.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Any ideas in the far future what you might need maths for? Jobs or other things?
Yeah, probably just jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, for what I want to be when I'm older.
Thank you very much, ladies. Alright, why did you choose to do maths this year?
I felt that I wanted to learn more about algebra because last year when I got maybe a taste of algebra, I found it quite exciting to do,
Okay.
and I found it more interesting than other versions of math.
Okay, no, fair enough. So why do you think maths is important?
But we use it in everyday life. You may think that you're not using it, but more than often you are using algebra, but you just don't think it's algebra.
Okay, no, fair enough. So what have you learned this year?
I've learned about simultaneous equations, algebraic fractions, and simplifying fractions, all of that.
Okay, thank you. What's your biggest achievement so far this year in maths?
Probably passing the math car, but passing the test and all of that. Felt
Okay.
that I've learned a lot.
Okay, so what was the maths car like?
I thought it was going to be easier, but it
Yeah.
was a little bit challenging, some of the questions. But I feel like if you really just put some thought into it, you might figure it out.
Okay, thank you. And do you have any plans for the future that involve maths at all?
I'm not so sure.
Okay. We go on and do maths next year?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's as painful as it was. Thank you very much.